Hello, hello, good evening, wherever you are. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And today I want to talk about money or wealth. Are we chasing money or chasing wealth, or are they the same thing? I shall go into that in more detail later. But before I go into that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Carol Simon, and I'm sure you know that because you're now watching this live or on replay. Let me know which one it is. But I am a married mother of two. I have two children, and I have been married for over 30 years. I spent over 30 years actually in the finance industry as an accountant, working primarily in investment banking. And for the last 18 months, just over 18 months, I left the corporate world and I decided to take back control. And now I live life on my terms. And my purpose and goal in life now is to educate other Generation X women primarily, but anyone who's interested, but Generation X women primarily. And I guide them to financial independence, teaching them how to leverage multi-billion-dollar industries to create diverse income streams. That's my focus, my passion in life these days. So today I want to talk about money versus wealth, because many people say, oh, they wish they had a lot of money in the bank, or they wish they were rich. But is that really the goal? Do we really want to be rich? Do we really want lots of money in the bank, or do we really want to create wealth? And the reality is that money alone does not equate to wealth. Wealth, so money is just accumulation of money in the bank is not wealth. Wealth is more than that. Wealth, there's five sort of key factors when it comes to wealth. There's your health, there's your financial wealth, there's your relationships, there's your impact or purpose, and there's your personal development. Those five things, and all the books I've been reading recently, they focus on focusing on those five areas in your life to create true wealth. It's not just about money. Because what's the benefit of having a huge bank account but you haven't got the health and the ability to enjoy it? What's the benefit of having a huge bank account and you have no friends, you have no meaningful relationships? Well, what's the benefit of having a huge amount of wealth if you can't make a difference in the world? So reality is, money on its own doesn't have, in my opinion, doesn't have a great deal of value unless there's a purpose to it. So, but wealth is ultimately about having the options that you want in life. It's about not having to be dictated to by your peers, not having to be dictated to by society. I mean, gosh, when I was working, there's lots of things I couldn't do because working in the financial sector, financial services, you are restricted, and there's many things that you cannot do. Even, for example, you can't even what you choose to put on social media. You're even restricted then because you are confined to the rules of that business. So there's lots of restrictions in that. But when you have true wealth, true freedom, you have options to choose to live your life on your terms, to live life based on your purpose, your objective, what you aspire to, what inspires you. And money does become useful because money gives you the ability to buy, gives you the optionality. You can then buy, you then have the funds to do those things that that inspire you, that give you a sense of purpose, that give you that freedom of, that give you the enjoyment in life, the thing that you're looking for. There's absolutely a difference in being rich than being wealthy. Rich is all about having the money in the bank, as I said, having the material possessions, having material wealth, but wealth is about having a long-lasting, sustainable position. And that's why I value financial education. The focus is not how to make money, but how to create long-term sustainable wealth. And unfortunately, I mean, I wasn't in the privileged position to have parents that were able to provide that long-term sustainable wealth. So I didn't grow up in the right environment to learn how to do that. It's something that since I've been exposed to financial education, I've been learning a lot later in my life. But even the Bible says, laying up for your children's generation. The Bible talks about not just preparing for yourself, not just for your children even, but for your children's children. That's 2 generations. That's what you would define as true long-term generational wealth. And that's what I'm seeking to do. So, and in these days, actually, even though I started very late creating or understanding these principles, because of advances in technology, and particularly in the blockchain space, there are now many different ways within a shorter time frame that we are now able to create that long-term generational wealth, so that our children and our children's children will have the benefit of what we're doing today. So are you going to be the one? I've decided that I'm going to be the one to make that change. So what do you think about creating long-term generational wealth? Are you seeking money? Are you chasing money? Or are you chasing wealth, real wealth? And are you seeking to be a fully, to be fully rounded, i.e. to focus on your health, on your finances, to focus on your relationships, to focus on your impact or purpose, and to focus on your personal growth, your personal development? All these 5 things, if you focus on each of these, each day decide on each of these areas, what can I do better today than I did yesterday? Then that in itself is true wealth. So I'm going to, going forward, I am looking to share more nuggets about creating generational wealth, and even show in my Facebook group, I actually share more details as to how I live life on my terms, how the decisions that I've made to bring about generational wealth for my children and my children's children. And if you feel you found value in what I've shared today, or you resonate with what I'm saying today, then in the comments, just type Gen X. And I'd love to know whether you're watching this live or watching this on the replay. But my true goal is to help others understand how financial education can help you get to that point of creating generational wealth, and not just chasing money, because that in itself doesn't give you, in my opinion, true fulfillment. But creating generational wealth for yourself and for your family, taking back control, not being dependent on governments and systems, that absolutely can make a change in your life and impact those around you. So if you found value, let me know, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. Take care and God bless. Bye for now.